Yo, what is going on, my dudes? Biscuits here, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to be customizing the Grotti Itali GTO Stinger TT. So this vehicle is obviously based off a Ferrari in real life, and it is actually based on the new Ferrari Roma. Here it is. I've already bought it. And pretty cool looking sports car in GTA Online. So this vehicle is in the sports car class, and it's a very expensive vehicle. If you guys want to pick up the Stinger TT for yourself, it can be had from Legendary Motorsport for just under $2.4 million. Or if you happen to be catching this video the week it was released, it is currently on sale for $1.4 million. Alright, so this is an Amanitech vehicle, and it's also an HSW vehicle. So let's start off here at my agency, and we'll just do the Amanitech upgrades, and then we'll make our way over to the LS car meet. So armor plating, yeah, makes it look bad, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. It's a video game. I just want to survive and not be blown up by Mark II oppressor griefers, right? That's so much to ask? I don't think so. So armor plating, $150,000, not bad. Next, Amanitech. We are going missile lock-on jammer, absolutely. Now no one can lock on to us. Proximity mine, let's go ahead and do a slick mine dropper. That will come in handy, I'm sure. And that appears to be all the Amanitech upgrades, so let's make our way over to the LS car meet, and we can further trick this thing out. Alright, so as we are making our way over to the LS car meet, I did want to point out to you all the spoiler. This car does have an active spoiler, so it's not too crazily overly big or anything, but it does, as you can see, it does pop out. It's lowered back in. As you accelerate, it raises back up again. Very nice. And also, when you brake, it flips forward. So, pretty cool feature about the active aero spoiler. I'm pretty sure we're going to be adding a new spoiler that will go ahead and delete that active aero, but I did want to show it to you all before we modify this thing any further. So as you can see, when I brake, it flips forward. Very cool. Not a lot of cars in this game that have active spoilers that actually will flip forward when you brake. Alright, so start off with the HSW upgrade. So HSW upgrades are currently half off this week. So just over $700,000, so you're looking at just over $1.4 million to upgrade this to HSW when the HSW is not discounted, normal price. So let's go ahead and throw that on for the low price. Very nice. Let's go ahead and start off with the armor and brakes. Front bumpers, we can do a GT bumper, carbon GT, or the HSW forged carbon. Alright, let's just go with the GT bumper. For the rear, we can do a carbon diffuser, racer diffuser, the carbon racer diffuser, trim racer diffuser, GT diffuser, carbon GT diffuser, trim GT, secondary HSW, and HSW forged carbon GT diffuser. Alright, I don't really like any of those options. Let's just go carbon diffuser. This diffuser is just a little too much for me. Just a little too much. I mean, let's be real. This is a sports car. It's a Grand Tourer. Alright, engine. All the way up. The exhaust, we can do titanium. That looks horrible. Do round exhaust, not bad. Dual round, ooh, looks really good. Dual race. Carbon copper performance exhaust. Okay, so just like blacks out the exhaust, I guess. And titanium looks horrible as well. Alright, so between the dual race and the dual round. Let's go dual round. That looks pretty good. For the grill, we can do an aftermarket, do chrome aftermarket, we can do sports, chrome sports, we can do the GT grill, the chrome GT, carbon GT, HSW forged carbon GT. You know, I think I'm just going to go aftermarket grill, just because it matches up to the bottom section of the grill. So yeah, aftermarket grill looks pretty clean. Onto the hood, we can do a secondary carbon street hood. So it has some vents up at the top there. It's pretty nice. Secondary street carbon aftermarket hood. Get the secondary aftermarket carbon aftermarket vanity. Nice, you can see the engine. Secondary vanity, carbon vanity, racing hood. Okay, so it adds a little mustache on the hood. Nice. Secondary racing, carbon racing, GT hood. Secondary GT, carbon GT, and the HSW forged carbon options. All right. So I really like the street hood. Adds a couple vents there in the top. Nothing too crazy, it's subtle. We'll go with that. Very nice. Horn, we'll probably just leave that alone. For the lights, the lights look good as is for the moment. Now, if you guys will notice, the car itself actually doesn't have headlights where they normally be. Those are just like air intakes, I guess. Where the headlights you would think there would be. The headlights are actually these LED strips, these two LED strips that are on the front of the bumper. Yeah, kind of interesting look. I know the Ferrari Roma in real life actually has headlights where the intakes would be. So kind of interesting, but yeah, we'll leave the headlights stock. I think the color looks fine. Underglow, you know, probably not on this thing. Alright, livery options. We got white stripes, blue stripes, we got a single red stripe, single yellow stripe, very nice. Got the Italian stripes, it's a livery that's been in the game for quite some time, and lots of different car options have this, lots of different cars have this same livery option. Rally division. Okay, that's kind of cool. We got 07 Racing. Camo, gotta have a camo option, right? Got the NARC 20 Fade Away. Okay, kind of cool. And the HSW. Alright, so not really sure about any of those liveries. Moving on to the plate, let's go ahead and do my custom biscuits plate. Respray, let's do that very last. Side skirts, do carbon, do winged, carbon winged. Street skirts, carbon street. We got trim carbon street. Super skirts, carbon super, secondary super, race skirts. Lots of side skirt options. Secondary race, performance, carbon performance. Exclusive, trim exclusive, HSW forged carbon, and the forged carbon exclusive. Alright, let's go for the trim carbon street skirt. I'm expecting the trim, difference between the trim carbon and the carbon street is I'm expecting the bottom line, the very bottom line on the side skirt to be able to be painted as a trim color option. Get it? That's why it's called trim carbon street. Hopefully I'm right on that. We'll just see when we go to the respray. Splitters. Alright, so we can do a fin splitter here on the front bumper. Do a carbon fin, racer splitter, carbon racer, an arc splitter. Okay, that's kind of obnoxious and a little too big for my taste. Carbon arc splitter, super splitter, carbon super, trim carbon super. So there it comes back with the trim side skirt. I'm gonna have to go with that one, match it on up. GT racer, carbon racer, and a couple HSW options, of course. Yeah, let's go with the trim carbon super splitter. That way it kind of matches up to the side skirt. Oh, that this car has an active spoiler. But we want to get that traction bonus, and honestly, I'm not really that crazy about the active spoiler. It looks okay, it's not bad, but I feel like we can do better. So we got an aftermarket spoiler. We can go sports aftermarket. Kind of interesting look. Looks like there's a gap in that spoiler. Carbon performance wing. Carbon sports wing. Carbon race. Carbon GT. Carbon high. That's way excessive. Exclusive carbon. Exclusive secondary wing. It's kind of nice. And the HSW wings. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna go carbon performance wing. It's minimal. It just adds a little lip there on the back. It looks good. For the Sunstrip. Alright, so we can go... We can do a black Sunstrip. We can do a primary or a secondary. I really like that the Sunstrip options are like smaller. A lot of other vehicles in this game use Sunstrip option. It's like a third of the windshield. It's just way excessive. So probably not going to do a Sunstrip though. Suspension, we're definitely going to want to slam this all the way down. Oh yes. Now it's looking real nice. Transmission all the way up. Turbo, stage 3 of course. For the windows, should we black them out? I'm not sure about windows blacking them out. Let's actually go see real quick the respray. Okay, so the interior is nothing too crazy. I mean, it does have this color scheme, but let's go back to windows. We'll go ahead and do limo tent. Wheels. We will go with the high fives. The wheels look very nice. For the color, we're gonna have to figure out a respray first for the color. Bulletproof tires, of course. Alright, so let's start a respray. So we have a primary. And we also have a secondary. Alright, so as we can see, the secondary is the couple of trim options I went with on the front lip splitter here and the side skirt, as well as the active spoiler. Now we did throw an aftermarket spoiler on here, so I don't know if this active spoiler is still active or not. It may still pop up, it may not. We're gonna have to just wait and see. And we also, of course, have the trim color, which is the interior. Does not appear to be the anything on the outside. So let's go ahead and get to work on the primary. Alright, so I'm kind of feeling more of like a subtle color for this car. Everybody and their mother has done it up in red for their customization videos, and I refuse to do another Ferrari in red. It's a little bit stale, it's too overplayed, so Midnight Silver Metallic. We're going to go with that for the primary. As far as a pearlescent, yeah, we'll just leave it as it is. I don't think we need a pearlescent on this paint. I think it looks really good as it is. Now for the secondary, get a little crazy with some red or maybe like a yellow. The only problem is the this rear spoiler is going to look really odd in yellow. Alright, well unfortunately since the back active spoiler changes color, it's definitely limiting me on my options for the front lip and side skirt. Pretty lame that Rockstar did that. I don't know why they did it that way, but so with that being said, let's just go ahead and match it up, I guess. We're going to have to do Midnight Silver as well for the secondary color. For the trim, you know, I kind of like this Bison Brown as an interior color. I don't think I've ever used this interior color, so let's go for it. Try a little bit something different. I love how subtle this thing is looking. It's not too riced out. It's very clean and relaxed. I really like that. Alright, for the wheels. Yeah, let's go ahead and black out the wheels. That looks nice. Alright, so that appears to be everything. Let's go ahead and get this outside. We can do a sound test and some first driving impressions. Alright, so here is the Stinger TT outside in the sun. Very, very clean car. The wheels look spot on. I love that we blacked them out. The carbon fiber detail on the side skirts looks good. Yeah, the heavy armor plating on the side of the doors does look kind of dumb, but you know what? At the end of the day, this is a video game, and I just want to be able to survive in a public lobby if people are trying to explode me. So, exhaust. I love that exhaust tips we went with. It looks sick. The quad exit. Lip spoiler is very nice, very subtle. We'll have to see if the active arrow spoiler still works or not. Hood looks good with those two intakes right there. Very nice. Yeah, this thing looks mean. Let's go ahead and get the doors open here. Alright, so let's start off underneath the hood with the engine detail. Very nice. Looks clean. Yeah, this looks really good. Rockstar did a good job on the engine detail on this vehicle. Let's take a look at the interior. Got that bison brown. Very interesting color, but I want to do something a little bit different for this car. Got the red push to start button right there. That is sick. Nice little details. Alright, here's the trunk, and wow, world's smallest trunk. Yeah, tiny, tiny trunk. Can't fit much in there. Not that it really matters. And here's the passenger side. Nice. Very nice. Nice, sounds good. Definitely sounds like a couple of the other Grotti vehicles in this game. I want to say it sounds almost exactly like the Grotti Itali GTO. Very, very similar. Alright, so let's see if this active spoiler pops up. Okay, so it does not. So, the lip spoiler we went with does delete the active arrow. That's fine. Cool with that. go ahead and do an acceleration test here. Okay, so this thing is insanely fast. It gets up and it goes, and it just doesn't quit. Probably need to get it on the highway here so we can truly figure out what we're working with. Alright, so acceleration is very, very impressive. And top speed is impressive as well. In fact, I believe this is the fastest land vehicle in GTA Online now. I think this car has the fastest top speed. Yeah, this is insane. This is really fast. Alright, let's go ahead and do a brake test. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Those HSW brakes definitely help this thing slow down. Speaking of which, let's see what the drivetrain is on this vehicle. Alright, so the Stinger TT is rear-wheel drive. Alright, so there is the headlights. As you can see, it's those two LED strips like I mentioned earlier in the video. Alright, let's go ahead and see how this car handles. Alright, so far the handling seems that it's not the best. And I think it's mainly because this thing is just so fast. You have to be really prepared to slam on the brakes. And actually, the way this car steers, it is a little different. It's going to take me a little bit to get used to the driving experience. You'll just have to drive this car yourself to see what I'm talking about. Alrighty guys, well that is going to pretty much do it for this video. Overall, the Stinger TT is a very fast sports car in GTA Online. Is it worth the price? That is debatable. It's definitely an expensive vehicle, and the HSW upgrade is very expensive as well. So if you're tight on cash, you may want to wait to pick this thing up, just as I did. I purposely waited till it went on sale to pick this thing up, and I have over $55 million. I could have easily afforded it when it first came out, but I waited because that's how the rich stays rich in GTA Online, guys. Wait till stuff goes on sale. That's the time to buy. You'll save yourself millions. So yeah, the Stinger TT I actually would recommend. Very, very fast car for this game. Especially because it's only in the sports car class category, which is insane that it's a sports car and it's faster than all the supercars in this game, top speed wise. So yeah, you're a fan of Ferraris, definitely pick it up. It looks really good. Decent handling, only a little bit of oversteer on the turns. It definitely doesn't like really going over bumps, so like curbs, hitting bumps and stuff like that will definitely spin you out. So just watch out for that. So if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please drop a like. Also, please consider subscribing if you are new to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.